How you going, guys? This is just a bit of a test for the stream later on. I'll just put that right down for now. Just getting it all set up for these other races coming up, and I figured what a time with Vast Sensibility coming up with a couple of nope. There we go. What's up, Lucky? Put a little bit in the background there. Love that sound. Yeah, so we're just testing the platform because I haven't streamed to YouTube yet. Moving over from Twitch, and I want to do a big stream later on. But Vast Sensibility had a couple of races coming up. If you don't know, this horse is looking to be one of my best horses coming up. It's been killing it down in Class 2, winning some races. It's got 3 on the trot at the moment, so we're going for 4 and 5 right now, and hopefully we can capture that on stream. Got new equipment as well, so hopefully you guys can hear me all right. It looks like it's coming through from my end. I hope I could spell better, but that's life. It's been interesting to like this feeling of going back to streaming from these chats and just being here by myself. Not sure I like it that much. I need to sort this out, get some other people into the stream for sure. All right. Got about 6 minutes left. I thought it would take me longer to set this up, to be honest, so I probably jumped the gun getting in. But if anyone's in the chat, I know there's a few people sort of coming in that want to ask me some questions while we're waiting for this to happen. Fire away. There's always questions. I wake up every morning to at least 50 messages of questions. I haven't even got to them yet. So sorry if you have sent me a message. I'm not ignoring you. Just had one of those mornings. How are you, Zook? How you been, man? Thanks for stopping in for this test. The test stream. Better put my wedding ring on. Good luck. Cheers, guys. Let's see how it goes, eh? This horse I started racing while I was on honeymoon, and was just sort of whacking it in some paid races, and I think I put it in a couple of free races as well, and just did it randomly, to be completely honest. No data on it at all, and it's just been winning, and I sort of honed in on a bit of a distance. So we're trying this first race over its preferred distance, from what I understand, but I actually wanted to test it over a 2200 as well. I think it pulled decent odds. So, hey, can you guys just let me know as well if you can hear me, if it's clear, if it's not, because as I said, this is a brand new mic, testing some new things. I just want to make sure that everything's all good. Yeah, man, I'll be there for sure. I love the idea of that pony plug. I used to do streaming back when I was gaming on Fortnite and stuff with some mates, and Friday night beers. Like, it was epic. So I think you guys are definitely definitely onto something there. I'll be there every single week. Do you expect the price of Genesis bread to be higher than lower than OpenSea? I'm really surprised with the prices that just came out for breeding. Yeah, cheers, Zook. Thanks for that. Really surprised with the prices. They are super low. Hopefully what we see happening is that the market, I want to say the market, the users correct that. I don't think that 0.135 for a Z1 Nakamoto is anywhere where it needs to be. And this is all my personal opinion. I think it really needs to be up closer to that 0.3. I just can't understand the justification behind Z1 Nax jumping 800% in the marketplace, and then, you know, to breed with them or to recoup costs or to create these bloodlines, then they jump, you know, 200%. So from a basic economics standpoint, that doesn't make sense to me. I've been wrong, especially recently when, you know, this 2,000 horse drop happened. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to put my hand up and say I got that wrong. And I think that, you know, the Z team probably know a few things more that's happening behind the scenes than I do. So if I'm proven wrong again, so be it. But I can't understand the economics behind that price increase. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just a view. The more views we have out there, obviously, the better understanding, hopefully the better the game is, you know, long term. And just because that's the price that it is now doesn't mean that it will stay at that price. It may happen that, you know, in a week or 2 weeks or something as quick as that, those prices may increase. So they could be just testing the market, seeing where the prices are at and going from there, which is understandable as well. You don't want to, on the flip side of that, you know, raise them too much and then have to bring them down. Yeah, man. It was just on a chat with, well, not a chat. I was just watching Poseidon stream. He was going through some of the more champion sort of bred horses and going through. Touched on my horse, Atari, that, you know, its direct parents aren't great runners. They're average at best. You know, probably even that's been a little bit nice in their ability. But the parents of those parents are champion runners. So it's a theory that I've had for a little bit that the you know, the Z2, Z3 legendaries and perhaps other legendaries as well could be key gene carriers into those exclusive and elite runners. There's a lot of data that needs to go into that, of course. But I mean, what could be starting to happen and starting to unfold is that you have your elite genes, those ones that have sort of passed their you know, ability to get a lot of value out of breeding them. They could be the key racers in the future. So there's elite racers outperforming the Genesis horses, and your legendaries could turn into your carriers. Your exclusive could turn into your key breeders, especially those fillies. OpenSea, I look, I haven't spent much time on OpenSea, to be honest, mate. It's prices are a bit crazy on OpenSea. From when I had a look, I'm trying to get this level right on the. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys in the background. I can turn it down if you like. Yeah, I haven't spent much time on OpenSea. It's crazy what's going on in the prices. Could be a good place. I have sold a couple on there, but they were also on my website for the same price as well. And it was just more of a tool for me to use whilst I was away, that I didn't have to get, I guess, not hassled, but you know, yeah, hassled while I was away. Gonna get your first one. Yep, let's do it. I'm so keen for these 1v1s. We better watch this race, though. That's the whole point we're here, isn't it? let's get back to that, Zook, and let's watch this race. All right. There we are there. So this is my favorite view. I keep it on this view when I'm watching my races all the time. I like to see where they're at as they pass those splits, and track their sort of distances based on that as well. Not that I watch many races these days, to be completely honest. I really need to get back into it. I have no idea what the race form is on this horse. I don't know if it's a leader or a come from behind horse. This is literally the first race I'm watching of it, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Seems to be pretty consistently running at the moment. No real pushes for speed. Or dropping back too much. It's not looking great. Doesn't seem to have that burst, and I haven't seen many horses come from a second position after the 500 that have a burst of speed. Is it catching that first horse? I think it's going to come outside top 3, to be honest. There you go. Isn't that always the way? It just means that I've clicked on it, so I'm tracking what position it is up on the left, man. So you can click on any horse. Whoa, what a finish! Did I just come 11th? Get out of here! Wow, wow. So that is 1/10 of a second less than first to last. That sucks. Oh, first stream and I get an 11th. Come on, that's not fair. I'm gonna speak to the guys at Zed. Trying to help you guys out. Now it's saying it came third. Nah, that can't be right. This is probably that glitch that happens. Yeah. 0.075 first to last, so definitely up there with one of those races that is pretty tough. Let's look at the odds and what that was as well. I have to go just fast, don't I? So that was at St. Cliff Mile. $6.58 odds. Favorite in the race. The next favorite was Toucan Prince, which was a $7.56 chance. Nah, look, I used to track times heaps. Not to say that I don't. I keep an eye on them, definitely. When I had less horses, I was really managing which horse had the best time in my stable over different distances. I guess that was when I was looking at a win rate, trying to get the best win rate for horses. When I made the shift to profitability, I sort of unlocked that. It doesn't really matter too much on what the horse's time is in regards to the race. I think horses run as fast as they need to outperform or perform where they need to in the race. So I don't know the answer to that, if they make a big difference. I mean, if you look at the fastest times, some of those fastest horses on track records and that, they're average, at best. But then you look at some of the champion horses out there, and they either don't come in the top 15, or they're quite low on it. So it's an interesting theory that we need to dig some more data. What's up with the glitches? Seeing you hearing these come up. Yeah, look, the glitches. It seems to just happen when you have if you click on a race and say you were clicking on this race to watch here, and you've got all of these races above. It just seems to have a refresh issue within the race after the race is run, and the position just doesn't come up correctly. If you just head over to results, those are the results. But sometimes, yeah, I think if you're like one or two from the top, they seem to be all right. World of Career is going to be the next one. I haven't seen that horse. Did I just race it? Nah. I'll have to check that horse out. I haven't been watching too many races, unfortunately. Just trying to get back into that now. Well, but there's, man, that sucks. The streak is over. Oh well. It went it went three in a row. Still got a 54% win rate, so that's good. Yeah, man, Scott, absolutely. I am super backlogged though. If I look at my list right now, currently sourcing horses for 40 people, and there's a couple of multiples in there. So if you can just imagine how many horses I'm trying to source. Won't harp on it as well, but I had a big deal fall over that was going to fill about 26 horses. So I'm a little bit behind the eight ball and where I want to be and should be. So in the next sort of day or two, I'm hoping by week's end, I have this list sorted out for people, and I'll be starting to add more people in. But send me a direct message. I'll definitely get back to you at some point. Again, I'm looking at my direct messages, and there's a bit of a line. If anyone is out there that has messaged me, again, I'm not ignoring you. Just trying to catch up. So just appreciate your patience on that as well. There's a few people out there that's trying to get their first horses that I'm really trying to help out. That had connection issues or lived rurally, that couldn't really participate in the drops. So I'm trying to help those people out first, obviously, get people in. Oi, yeah, like I was dead set. It's funny you bring that up, Zook. I was thinking this morning. I'm like, oh, I've got to go get my hat out of my car. I left it in there, and I was like, I want to buy some new hats, and I was about to jump onto Culture Kings, and like buy a heap of hats. But then I was like, why don't I make Doofy racing hats now that Jordan's done some awesome work with my branding? I think I'm gonna get some Doofy racing hats and some shirts created and start wearing them on stream and video and race your horses. I love that. That's absolutely something that I am a fan of. I mean, look, this horse right here is the exact reason why I race all my horses. I'm looking for horses like this, and if I have to go through 10 of them, and if I have to lose a little bit on some of them, I am a big believer that you will be profitable long term if you race all of your horses. Shout out to, he hasn't released it yet, but also I got an article from, I read it this morning. Give me a second. I read an article this morning. Sorry if you're in the stream. I've forgotten who it was, but he sent me a draft of an article that he wants to release on the pros and cons of racing your horses right now, and it was epic. I can't wait till he drops it. I'm going to share it for sure. Um, yeah, race your horses. Yeah, I reckon we could probably get some sick shirts, unbranded Doofy Racing, race your horses, maybe some Z Run shirts going. I know there's opportunities for like merch and all of that through YouTube, but let's set that up, man. I love it. Yeah, DM me on Twitter or Discord. I am. Let me. Yeah, right. Oh, are they creating shirts? Are they over at Pony Plug? I'm not sure. Yeah, DM me on Twitter or Discord, mate. Either or. I will get back to you. I'm checking them all. Man, I'm a racer at heart. Gambler at heart. I love watching the races. It's sort of in the Australian culture here. Um, Horse racing's massive for me. So I guess like when I compare the amount of money I've spent on real horses compared to Zed, and how much more fun I've had in Zed versus real life racing. Man, like I got one of my mates, who's actually my best man, just getting into all of this crypto and Zed space, and he was. It was funny. He was like saying to me, "Why have we spent so much money on this other crap? Like, why aren't we just doing this?" I'm like, "Brother, I am. Like, what are you talking about? This is where I've been for the last year trying to get you over." So I think you're going to start seeing that general public um, coming into the space and people from horse racing industry, you know, it costs for a smallish stable in Adelaide. It's like sort of country-ish town. You're looking at 40 grand a year. So think that in 40 grand a year on training and like housing fees and all of those other things that happen. Sorry, my drink's just leaking. I'm trying to get it off the desk. Yeah, 40 grand a year to just house a horse and train it like in real life. So when you compare that to something like this, when you're paying 17 grand for a horse, sorry, that's Australian versus USD, so probably about the same. But if you can buy a horse and have it forever and not pay any fees ongoing, like, yeah, huge. Did you see that Ducky Mellon race from the other day, Zook? Um, when was it? 2 nights ago? Yeah, in the big class one, and she just left every other horse for absolute dead. It was so cool to see. There wasn't another horse on the screen. I think she actually broke. She went top 4 in that race record. Here we go. This is the race I was looking at it earlier. Shout out to the Z Stats guys. They are amazing. Make sure you hit that donate tips. These guys are doing it for free at the moment, but absolutely help them out. They're doing a great job with this. Ducky Mountain, that was her time there. It was, yeah, that was really exciting to see. And I hadn't watched a race in days leading up to that race. And I was like, I'm going to tweet something here really quick, and let's see if we can get everyone on the ducky dance. Drop the ducky dance on Twitter for the first time. I haven't done that in a while. It was good fun. So I'm just getting back into the fun of Zed, which is important. Nah, no attributes factored into color whatsoever. That's direct from the Z guy's mouth. Color doesn't mean anything in racing performance. What do I prefer though? I'm going to be a little bit biased. I like the whatever Papaya Whip's in the last one, only because I'm doing a lot of breeding in that at the moment. But my favorite colors are AO, Gainsborough. I love the purple violet, that one, the chartreuse. I think that's epic. But they're just like personal opinion more than anything. Papaya Whip looks sick. I love the way that it shines on the track. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I want to check the odds on this race coming up, because this is a test for this horse. Okay, so it's a 20. This horse has been winning 18s and 1600s, and I whacked it in this 22 for a test, 2200. It's pulled $7.29 and is the second favorite. Favorite being $6.42. So still a winnable chance. It'll be interesting to see what happens here over this race. Yeah, I'm gonna check that horse out for sure, man. I'll put it into my sheet right now so that I don't forget. Has it been running paid races or free races? Bit of both by the looks of it on my end. It's looking good, man. Or is it class 3 at the moment? Be interesting to see how that goes once it gets up to the class 2s and beyond. I really want to test this horse out in class 1. I'm sort of holding the urge to just whack it in a class 1 now, because I want to test it. Got to be a bit smarter than that. All right, let's do it. So last time it didn't really have a burst of speed at all. It just sort of was quite consistent in its run. Should probably go watch its replays of the ones that actually won. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it. Just realized that that camera is... There we go. That's better. See who's coming 12th. It's important. Still one paced at the moment. Haven't seen many bursts of speeds. I mean, look, it's still early in the race. I don't mind the fade. I don't mind the fade if it's got some talent. It's a Ducky Malin trait. She just fades to the back and then just comes flying through late. I'm hoping this horse shows similar abilities to her. Went for a burst of speed there, but then didn't. It's going to have to be quick from there. Hold, not yet. Not yet. It's got to go soon, though. It's got to go eventually. Oh, no. It's not looking great. Bit one paced again. Look, it's hard to go 3 in a row in today's competition, let alone more. So I'm not reading too much into them. The odds were good, doing what it needed to. 10th this time. No dice. Now I don't know if I even want to stream my other races later coming up today. We haven't had much luck, have we? That's What are you guys' thoughts on the whole 16-hour wait on bloody races to fill? Like, that's crazy. I entered these races that are coming up later last night before I went to bed. Like, in a couple of hours, we'll get this stream going again. What's the longest wait time now? They just seem to be bottlenecking more than clearing at the moment. I don't know what the solution is to that, whether or not... Yeah. You like it? You like the 16-hour wait? Maybe I'm just a bit coming from the old days where you waited 5 to 10 minutes, you know? Yeah, never got going. We're down to an 8-hour wait now. So that's not too bad, unless there's more behind there. I'm not sure. I mean, it does leave opportunities to enter these horses. What I'll say about this is that it's a great opportunity to spread the love around the finishes and the results, because if I'm entering Ducky Malin in 3 races and she can't run again, you know, for another 16 hours, and there's 1400 meters and 1600 meter races that come up in that time period, it means that other people have a go. So I do like that. I just wonder where the ceiling is as we keep growing. You know, are we going to be waiting 2 days for a race to be filled in the future? Like, be interesting to see what's happening there. I mean, like, I know in real life you enter a race. If you're trying to run a race on Saturday, you enter it on Monday. So maybe we'll get to a similar sort of situation of that happening. But I think you're going to have to then be really selective of which horses you go in, which races you go in, because like you're going to run into having your best horses sort of on ice for quite a while. So. What's that? I'm just reading your comment, Kyle. I haven't seen that article, or if I have, I've skimmed over that part. It's an interesting take. What I've got from the Z guys all the time is that color means nothing. It doesn't have any attributes. Yeah. Can you link me that or DM me that, and I'll find it and have a look. Maybe we can get that sort of answered as well from some other people. It might just be like a bit of, hey, look at this sort of thing as well. Um, like trying to just talk up the colors and what they, as though they would sort of mean something in like a blog post. There's a lot of information out there at the moment, and there's I didn't realize this race was on. Let's watch the end of this. Oh, you found it on Z Gazette. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look for that. He got a lot of his info from you know, the Z websites and blogs and everything like that. So it might be out there. So I've got to look into that one. Cheers for bringing it up though. I like it. Ah, cool. Yeah, I like that. I think they do need to look. You know, you're gonna run into missing some of your own races if they load quickly. Um, but I do like that idea just to get that down a little bit. Who's gonna win this class 1 2200? We've got a couple of the big boys down at the back. No burst of speed from behind at the moment, so I think this race has been run. Grandor's making a late charge, but not enough. Phantom Racer. Who owns that? Heroin. This must be a new horse. I haven't looked at this. I haven't even seen this horse. This is how out of touch I am at the moment. 372. Okay, so it's an older horse, but it might be new to racing. Geez, it's got a not nice race record. Hey, nice little colt there. I might have to have a chat to them about some breeding, eh? With my girl. Sensible pacer, maybe. Think about some names. Phantom. Hmm. You guys are gonna have so much fun naming your horses, eh? Well, it's the best part. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that drops like in the next 24 hours if they brought out the prices. They must have it ready to go, and coming out soon. All right, I'm gonna I want to wrap this test up. Half an hour of a test stream's pretty good. I'm gonna be back streaming in let's see how long. If there's if anyone has some comments on this tip, like I'm missing something, doing something, or the voice isn't right, or the desktop audio is too low, please hit me up and just let me know so I can get it right. Who's in that race? Should we come back for that race? A bit of a break though. Like these ones are a bit closer together. I agree, might skip that race. Let's call it, you know, about 2 hours. 1 hour 45. Q&A. Yeah, look, when I'm doing this big stream, there'll be some times in between for some Q&A. So we'll do some Q&A during the streams, which is I think going to help sort of relieve those backlogs of questions. Hopefully won't have to do sort of Q&As every couple of days like we are now. If I'm streaming every day for a few hours with some races that are going on, I think that's going to help sort of put questions out there and answers out there for everyone. So we'll just sort of play it by ear at the moment. I haven't scheduled a new Q&A yet. I wanted to sort of get back into some racing and some streaming and get some horses for some people. That is pretty important in my eyes. So let's test that out. Let's see how we go with that, and then I might set up another chat. I do have a chat coming up actually for you guys that are here in case you miss any sort of word on what that is. When is that chat? So I got so it's with the new Dice NFT crew. It's a clubhouse chat. It's going to be on Friday, 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be chatting with. I should know who this is in it. I know it's Matt. I know it's Matt Ritter. But Matt Ritter's bringing in Darren. I've forgotten his surname now. Anyway. Oh, Darren Rubble. Duh. Yeah, so we're going to be chatting with Matt Ritter and Darren Rubble about Zed Run, getting some questions. I also know some of the Z team are going to be in that as well, the engineers. So that should be a really cool chat, and having some really sort of good juicy information coming through from that one. So put that in your calendars now, and I'll definitely spread the word when that's a bit closer. But I'll speak to you guys in about an hour 45 anyway. I'm going to jump off, get everything ready, and go from there. Cheers for coming in.